going to be a little lesson to me to not, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to stream the correct way. We're going to give some love. What was it? Was it TechSmith? Yeah. TechSmith is one of the Djibouti boys. Like I'll right here, TechSmith. Chex Mix. Go to his channel. He's a G, and he rolls with the Djibouti boys. He rolls with my boy Damon and all and Lou and all them, and they have a great series called Roll It Out, and it's kind of a parody name from their series Dub It Out. 1 second, folks. Gotta let the kitty out. It's 50-50, folks, sometimes whether he'll go out. He usually just likes to lay at the edge of the stairs and sort of bask in the sunlight. Like a true aristocat. I meant to say the thing, but I still almost inadvertently said the proper one. So, now, let me think. Very briefly, hold on a second. Coming back, where am I? The landscaping. Well, anyway, what is that? Oh, no. No. I love you, Get Along Gang, but I don't know. Oh, I guess I activated it inadvertently. That is what I did. Well, okay, so the last stream that got taken down was only 13 minutes anyway, so it's fine. We're still up. Anyway, since where are we? Since it was only copyright struck because there was I played it with no sound like an idiot. So I'm just gonna put the sound on low and try to give, because all I want that's more Chris Pratt crack.
Hello. The first thing he does when he wakes up.
All right, all I wanted to do was just talk about this movie. Number one, I love this movie. This movie is excellent. This movie is super cool. Okay.
I don't know that it's been 1,000.
You know what? I know what to do. Let's see. All right, so what I think was interesting is just that he's on a ship that's the state of the art, right? It's got freaking shields that guard you from asteroids, meteors, and micrometeors. I think their AI program is gonna be legit. My point is that Chris Pratt, his character, really needed to delve into his options. He did not need to wake somebody up merely for companionship. And then still, it would have been a 50-50 thing. Now, if I was going that nuts, and I believe I have, I would do what I would have the capability to do in that situation. I would try to consult an AI first. There's got to be a ship's therapist or something like that. One second. Let's get to another. Okay. Yeah, so he finds out that he is, yeah. It's gonna be a while till anybody else wakes up. Now, what I don't like about this movie is that there are no emergency contingencies put in place. They just have not a throwaway line, it's mentioned several times, but I like how out front they are about it. Like, when he goes to the Robo Butler here, and he realizes that he's not human, he gives him a logical paradox. He says, he didn't intend to, but Chris Pratt's character just says, how am I here if the cryostasis pods are have all of these contingencies and they're basically perfect and they never malfunction, why am I here? And then what's his name from Underworld? His face just it twitches out for a little bit, like and that is when I was in the theater and I started to clap. I just started to clap like I was just the smile that was on my face, and it was because let me think. And it was because I was like, see, even a robo dude gets it. Even this guy gets it. Yep. He's a guy. Don't care if they change his gender. He's a robo dude. He gets it. He gets getting, he could concede on some level. Even simps have to concede on some level. And this robot was fabulously programmed. Ain't no simp. Now, here's what the movie didn't have the balls to do, was to question companionship, because at the end of the day, I still got to give this movie kind of a 6, because at the end of the day, it still just reinforces let me just say this. If I was one of those, if I was a retarded SJW, and I do mean that, if I was one of those anti-folk whack jobs, I'd be like, this promotes heteronormativity. But for me, kind of unfortunately on that spectrum, one thing I couldn't get away from was like, why didn't you give him a robo waifu? Why wasn't the butler a hot chick? Like, way the fuck hotter than Jennifer Lawrence? That would have raised some damn stakes, but the stakes just stayed on Chris Pratt's character. Because later on, spoilers, they reveal that, oh, well, there is another cryotube, and you can get in it, or only one person can get in it. Now, they err on the side of romance and basically don't really tell us whether they're alive or not. Because if it were me, I would be like, no, okay, you get in that tube, and I'll be thinking of a way to save myself, because you're gonna freak out and you're gonna try to fucking murder me while I'm in that thing. That ain't happening, lady. That ain't happening. Because you got so much bullshit to deal with when you're dealing with a chick. Especially in this scenario. It was not a good idea. It was the furthest thing from a good idea to wake another person up. He was better off dealing with the AIs and just if he had to die that way and relative loneliness, fine. But the thing is he still had contact. They all had contact, and they're like, oh, it's gonna take 12 years. But do you know the kind of software, the kind of algorithms that this is a luxury cruise liner. The minute that something went sideways, they would have sent a fucking ship out there to retrieve them. Damn it. There's no way the scenario would have gone down with just them dying. Which is why I do like that we didn't see them at the end. We didn't see their bodies. Like I said, I would have doubled down on the recreation. I would have been in the damn papers. I'm like, I'm gonna live through this. I'm gonna be in court, and I'm gonna watch these lunatics freaking try to sue me. They'll talk about my bill. They'll talk, and all I gotta do is just say, hey, space madness, I went crazy. And they'll just have to take it, because it shouldn't have, because the cryo system should not have fucking failed in the first place. It just shouldn't have. So I really feel bad for Chris Pratt, because not for Chris Pratt, but his character, because he, once again, oh my goodness, this is Dexter's Laboratory. He could do anything he wants. He could learn anything he wants. He has literal ultimate freedom. Now, I do mean into the realms of cyclopathy or sociopathy, I think it's called. Or I just like saying, stop it right there. Stop it, audience. I like saying cyclopathy in place of just saying a common garden variety psychopath. That's my word. I like saying it. I like saying cyclopathy, because you know what I'm talking about. Because you're like, this guy is so batshit insane. They had to use a completely different word that sounds so fucking close. You're always going to get the damn point. Anyways, folks, this was a good movie. On my piddly little emotional level, I give it a 6. But for how much I enjoyed it, I got to give it an 8. because I really enjoyed the hell out of Chris Pratt's character. Jennifer Lawrence was really tertiary. I didn't give a fuck about Jennifer Lawrence's character because I'm just like, what are you gonna do? You know, he's the one that's got to make shit happen. All you did is wake up early. He woke you up early. All right, and now you're, you know, you've got the ship too. I guess in my hermit mind, I was kind of like, great, now there's a fucking chick here. The little boy in the treehouse with all of his buddies were like, dude, we can do anything we want. Oh, great, god damn it, why? Tommy woke the chick up. Oh, god damn it. Like, imagine everybody hurling something at a child version of Chris Pratt. Thanks, fucking Tommy. Goddamn girls. Oh, I bet you're gonna go after her first. Hey, everybody, let Tommy have this one, because he's fucking killing it right now. That would have been a great movie if there was a crew of people. Or not a crew of people, but just you know, one incendiary asshole like me, and then just a bunch of regular people. Oh, that movie would have been so much better. But still, though, like I said, thinking with my enjoyment, the enjoyment factor for me, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Plot and everything, drug it down. You know, lack of good writing, I wanna say, because, oh, god damn it, Chris Pratt's character just had the whole world open up to him. Anyway, I want to say that's it. I want to keep streaming, though. You know, because I am suffering from the cabin fever. I'm a little under the weather, so they sent me home. So it's a little less cheddar, guys. It's a little less cheddar, but you know, we got COVID pay for that. So all I got to do is just talk to the right people. So I'm good on that one. I was about to say something, but I don't want to boast. Anyway, so. That's sure. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna play you guys something. It has to do.
Actually, he meant it.
Okay.
How offers satellite radio in 2000
Alright, I want you guys to really pay attention. Pay attention to the character that he references. Because I gotta mention this now that this delicious bit of serendipity has presented itself to me. I hope you guys are watching.
Right. It's these small
Just if you guys wanna just encourage me just please, I encourage you just do what Yorkshire MGTOW has always done for me. You don't have to do what he does, but I'm asking outwardly because I do need it. I do need the support, because I don't want to wake up in the morning and I feel so alone. I don't want to stream. I'll stop gushing about my feelings, but just leave it at that and say, hey, every other YouTuber is getting it. And if I have at least one subscriber, if I were just down to one subscriber, I know it would be Yorkshire MGTOW. But let's say theoretically I was down to 2 subscribers, and you were that other person. All I'm asking is just what other YouTubes get for their earnest and heartfelt work and their love of the job. And I love coming up with just when I come up with something stupid and funny that I know it's gonna at least get a chuckle out of some of you guys. That's why I do it. That's why I post anything. It's like if you wanna say, oh, look at this fucking dirty piece of shit. He's trying to become famous on YouTube. He's trying to validate his feelings in his life because other people have told him that he's never gonna get anywhere doing it his way. If you want to say fuck you to those people, just give me a like. Help me. And that's the worst thing about being in the position I am in. People are fucking sociopaths. They like to deny you things in your most abject moment of weakness and inability to solve your own problem, so that they can call you weak and feel more power and feel a degree of power, or at least power over you. That's why they don't help you, because they on the inside say, you don't deserve any help. How dare you? I'm the one that deserves help. And then to a person as perceptive as I am, that's usually the situation that invokes a smile, because then I've got your fucking number. And if you're that kind of person, well, you're going to be revealed soon. So, glory to the true God. your your days of hurting people, and exploiting their weakness, are already at an end. You don't want to run into me. I'll just put it that way. But in any case, folks, now that I've gotten that vented a little bit, I can get on with what I'm doing, regardless of aid or lack thereof from an exterior force.
That probably gave Jack some sense of grandeur as this lone vigilante.
So he's talking about the GTA man, the guy who came after Grand Theft Auto. Later on in this glorious video, thank you Count Dankula, by the way, there's a movie done with Daniel Radcliffe. I have to admit, I was what the hell is that goddamn sound? Sorry for cursing and knocking stuff over, folks. Sorry, people. Someone's got really bad brakes. I tell you, I've got the retail auto parts retail senses tingling. Anyway, this is what he's gonna say once again, just to revamp you guys. Focus on the character.
Anti-lawyer standing against the titans of the media industry. In fact, Jack literally did think that, because he told a journalist that. He told the journalist, and I quote, "I have sent my opponents pictures of Batman to remind them I'm playing the role of Batman."
Alright, so give me a second. I'm gonna engage my screensaver. Let me think. Oh, sorry. Because it's really pissing me off. It's, for me, it's just all too distracting. Okay. Did I do it? We'll find out in a second, folks. Let's throw some caution to the wind. So anyway, just to recap. This man seems to suffer from delusions of grandeur and feels that he... And I'm not talking about Count Dankula. Let me put my hands up. I'm not talking about Count Dankula. I love me some Count Dankula. Anyway, I'm just using that as a little secondary elucidation. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. And well, that's not kind of what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with. I just haven't been taken to court yet, which I feel is impending. In any case, folks, This, I lost it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. What comes out of Lord Dankula's mouth a little bit later. Because I'm going through the exact same situation with the person who I'm just going to say it. No, I can't. You got to hear it. I know it's not going to have any kind of impact on you guys, but I lost it. Let's listen in.
He would even wear a Batman watch to court, and he also had his home office furnished with Batman merch, just to show how seriously he meant it. That's cringe, bro.
So here we have a man that was so serious about assuming the mantle, just for a temporary period of time, it seems, that he wore watches, and he wore basically Batman iconography, and he decorated his office. I am under persecution of a man that thinks he's Batman. Through I want to say the 10 years, the roughly 10 years that I've unfortunately had to get acquainted with this man, they were always telling me that, hey, if you wanna buy so and so anything, make sure that it's Batman stuff. If you don't know what to get, at least get him something Batman. To the point where he like, and at first I thought like, no, this guy isn't gonna like more Batman stuff. He's got plenty of Batman stuff. So I got him something to do with Robin as a little bit of a test. Or was that a lie? In any case, or maybe this whole thing is a lie. But in any case, he has this stuff decorated everywhere. all of his cop stuff always has something Batman accompanying it. And I used to think that was normal. But then when I heard this, I kind of lost it a little bit, because I can't describe how much Batman stuff this guy has. The only thing I would ever actually ask back from this guy, though, is a long time ago I was at an anime con with a stupid family, and I came across a little like mystery box that was shaped like the Mario, the little Mario boxes with the question marks on them. Really cool things, really fun to buy. It was basically you just take a bunch of like loot crate like stuff and you just throw it in there randomly, and then you say that there's something else in one of them, like a PlayStation. It probably would be. It's probably just a certificate that they have to redeem. Oh wait, that was the case. Anyway, Jon Snow. This guy also loves Game of Thrones. He's just one of those whack fucking posers, man. Who's into shit because like, oh, it's the latest thing, and my wife's into it. Totally kept, just fabulously led by his unfortunately small penis. Never seen it, thank God. But I am intentionally denigrating this man because at first I thought I was being a little harsh, by going with my own mind and calling it an obsession all those years back. But it wasn't until like he started to give me his supposed moral compass, and I'm just like, whoa, dude, this is a little heavy for me. You've seen some really like fucked up shit, and the way you deal with it, like, I don't feel comfortable having these kind of discussions where you're trying to get me to see your view about it and also get me to laugh about it, because that's what you do. That's what you do with these circumstances. Yeah, I'll call myself a greenhorn. I'll say that I can't handle a room with a dead body in it, just out of the air with no fucking context, which would not be 90% of his scenarios. I remember one time this moron sent one of his buddies over there to have an intellectual discussion with me, and he tried to say that I would, if there was like, my favorite scenario is the zombie apocalypse, because it's kind of like Passengers. Long story short, he tried to say that, oh, I would die, and I would just say, well, you know what I would do? Well, I would do what all good Christians... I started getting really sanctimonious with him and said, I would do what all good Christians do, and I would just pray to God. And he goes... And he, a man that's supposed to be a worshiper of the same God as me, goes, well, you can't bring God into this. You can't bring God into this. I'm like, yes, I can, sir. This is a scenario. I'm like, are you trying to control the scenario just to say that I would die, hypothetically? Kind of fucked up, dude. I got him. Yes, you must let me keep my petty victories, for the war is long, and the victories are not plentiful, for they have the high ground. But not anymore. I love you, Lord Dankula. You're looking at me like, what are you doing, mate? What the fuck are you doing? I don't know how to do Scottish accents anymore.
Many in the legal profession that were watching all...
So that's basically the skinny, guys. Of just what I wanted to show you. I've met a man who now Count Dankula just called it cringe, and he's like, okay, that's a little cringe, but like, I want to say that the hyperbole of the of the situation was that, oh, okay, he's obsessed with Batman. He thinks he's an agent of justice. If you wanna go to the ceiling with the premise of Mind Frame that was presented. Nonetheless, I've actually found someone, and have the unfortunate life of having intimately known someone who I would now describe as someone who's a little bit of a whack job that's obsessed with Batman and has a literal Batman complex. I mean, I sat down and I had talks with this guy, thinking like we were both into comic books and we can enjoy the spectrum, but he's kind of like, no, Batman's the best one. Only Batman's the good one out of all of them. And Jim Gordon. He also has a thick-ass Jim Gordon mustache. Now I avoid people who want to have mustaches like that or have mustaches like that. It's like, no, you've got a Batman complex. You think you're Jim Gordon? Please stay away. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. I'm just saying that these motherfuckers never let me enjoy what I enjoyed. I don't fucking like Baby Groot because it's a fucking gimmick. And I bought you one. I bought you an anniversary edition of one, and it was gold. Nothing to say about that, huh? Nothing to say about that. And on a birthday. Well, I guess that was the proper time. So I guess in their mind, they're like, well, the president is showing his subjection to us. That's very good and all very good. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just talk a little bit about one of my favorite movies and, someone with the Batman complex. I'm Batman. All right. Be good, little kids. Your buddy Batman signing.